Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Movies to Drink To. I'm Finn.
I'm Mr. Smith.
Cool. Today we're talking about X.
Yes, we are.
X.
X. Yes.
Before we go on, don't forget to like and subscribe and yada, 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 yada.
All of that jazz.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, that'd be nice. So this is our review for X. Spoiler free, because it's only just come out. We saw this Monday. We were meant to see it Tuesday. Somebody fucked up.
It's the whole thing.
It was a whole thing. Fuck you, Odeon, is what I'm going to say. Just put a refund button there. Anyway, I don't want to download your app. So X, this is the new horror film from A24.
Yeah.
Every film student and film buff's favourite studio in the world. They never make a bad film, ever, apparently. And it's directed by Ty West, who is... well, his name's out there quite a bit. He gets a lot of... this is actually the first thing of his I'd seen.
Is it?
Yeah.
Didn't he do one of the sections of the ABCs of Death or something?
Yes, I couldn't tell you which one.
No, yeah.
But was it ABC's 1 or 2? I can't remember.
I can't remember. It's definitely one of them. Maybe both.
Okay, so I've seen a short by him and this.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are raving about him, but this is the first thing of his I've seen. The
Right.
plot is, in brief, it's Texas. It's 1979, and a group of amateur...
Year I was born. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Old. Don't tell people that. Don't tell people that.
Well, I mean, people could find out if they cared.
So it's Texas. It's 1979, the year Mr. Smith was born.
Yep.
And as a group of amateur pornographers head out to a remote farm to shoot their latest movie, The Farmer's Daughters.
Yes.
Bow chicka wow wow. No. Yeah. They are renting sort of not. It's like the annex, isn't it? Of
it's like the guest house on this farm.
At this farm. They're renting it from
under
this
false pretenses.
Yes, from this elderly couple who are unaware of what they're actually up to. And
they're about 900 years old.
Yes, they are old as fuck. And something ain't right, and things soon take a turn for the fucked up.
Yes.
And things get grisly and disgusting and gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the basic plot. Overall, I think when we left the cinema, we were a bit like, After a little bit of a think, I've changed my tune slightly.
Have you?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
Like to start with, it introduces at the beginning some great characters. Actually,
Yeah.
they are entertaining.
Yeah, really strong.
Yeah, and you want to hang out with these people. Well, not really hang out with them, but you want to know.
Hang out of them.
Yeah, because from the very beginning, the opening shot is the aftermath essentially, and it shows you the farm and everything there. There's bodies everywhere.
Yeah, that's it. And the sheriff's there.
So we know something bad is going to happen, and then we're introduced to these interesting characters, and you're like, well, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
How does this all go down? They're making this porno. One of the characters, I like the idea. He's the cameraman who's determined that he can make porn artistic.
Yeah, I think it's in the trailer anyway, where he says like it's not impossible to make a good adult movie.
Yeah, and he's accompanied by his girlfriend. This is Jenna Ortega's character.
Yeah,
who's his boom mic operator essentially. Yeah, and she doesn't like this. She thinks it's all smart. But then sort of midway point, she starts to like it. Yeah, kind of like in an actual porno.
Yeah, she randomly changes her tune.
Yes. So yeah, it does build up these great characters, and you think, actually, the first kind of 2 acts, it does drag you in. Yeah. You've got the villain of the piece, who I actually kind of felt sorry for. Like, I have a bit of sympathy for at points. Yeah. The whole point of is kind of young versus old. Yeah. And you've got this group of young people doing what they want and living free, and they're all sort of in the prime of their life. And then in the other side of the farm, you've got these people whom, unfortunately, time has caught up with them. Yeah, the death's doorstep, basically. Yes, as happens falling apart to all of us, and that becomes that's sort of where the conflict mainly is. It's not actually what you think it is to start with, where it's like, well, they're immoral. It almost is more about jealousy of youth, yes, essentially. And there is like the religious factors thrown in. We have this like radical evangelical preaching on the TV throughout.
Yeah.
It's like the background noise for the whole thing. So there's that thrown in there as well. It's great to look at.
It's wonderfully shot. There's some
really
stunning shots in that film. Even from the opening that we talked about, which is like the aftermath, it sort of starts off looking from. Well, it's looking.
It kind
from
of
the
like
guest house.
it kind of looks like it's going to be. Is it 4:3 aspect ratio?
Yeah,
and you think, oh, it's A24, but then it's kind of like it's almost like a prank.
Yeah.
It's like, haha, no.
It starts to sort of move forward, and like the scene sort of opens up, and then you start to see, look, shit's a bit wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, really good. And there's a scene as well with the main actress stood out on the jetty in the water, like, and the camera kind of. There's a long shot set up, and you just see the woods behind her, and like the lake in front of her that looks gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah, there is some pretty great. Say it's very beautiful. And there were some early moments that honestly really had me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah,
because like we said, I went into this not knowing that much about it.
Same.
I think I'd seen the trailer once and kind of wasn't really was like, oh, what's this? But yeah, because you go through, like I said at the beginning, you know something's bad's going to happen, but you've no idea what. So yeah, and there are some really tense moments. There's a scene involving a crocodile.
Yeah.
Or is it an alligator?
Alligator, I think.
Early on.
Yeah.
The tension.
Gators.
The gators. Yeah. It's just like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And then you are constantly, through those first two acts, thinking, like, they've set up all these characters. We know something bad's going to happen, but I've no idea how it's going to happen. This is A24. It could be anything. And then it just isn't anything. I'm not going to tell you exactly what happens or anything, but basically this film is a trashy 70s, 80s slasher movie shot like an art house film.
Yeah.
And it's, the third act, you're wondering where it's going, and you're like, oh, that's where it's going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It does, it seems like it's setting up a lot more than what it becomes.
Yeah.
In the end. But I mean, not.
I think maybe it went into this, maybe, I don't know, because I didn't know much about it. I just thought it was going to be more than what it was.
Yeah.
Expectations were maybe a bit too high, if anything. Yeah. And also, although we talked about the some of the beautiful shots, there are some terrible shots because, well, I think they're terrible. You can't see what's happening. And I hate to be that guy.
There's a lot. It seems to happen in so many films now as well. I don't know what the deal is at the moment, but there's so many, like, especially there's shots. It's daylight outside, but as soon as the camera's inside, you can't see fuck all.
Yeah.
There's like nothing at all.
When I say daylight, I mean summer, Texas, not a cloud in the sky, daylight.
Yeah.
They literally walk indoors. And you can see the windows.
Yeah.
They haven't got blackout blinds up. Like, why is it so dark? And some people said this about the Batman. You know, the Batman is set at night in Gotham City.
Yeah.
This is broad daylight. Just in.
Yeah, it makes less sense.
Yeah. And there's a sort of a montage scene about the midway point where it decides to start doing split screen.
Yeah.
And one side is the kind of annex where our film crew are. And the other side is the farmhouse.
Yeah.
And the side that is the farmhouse, like, the screen might as well just be black.
There'd be nothing in it. Yeah.
It might as well just, like, you literally, and this is in a cinema. This is the best it's going to look.
It looks like half of it was shot with the lens cap on.
Yeah, it is. And there's, like you said, some of the gore, you think, I think that's fantastic, but I can't quite see what's happening.
Especially... I don't want to give too much away. The first kill looks like it still looks brutal, but you imagine it would be slightly more if you could see it a bit more.
Yeah,
like it's lit by like one solitary sort of light. Yeah, but it's all in silhouette. But I mean, it's still like it's a good kill. And I mean, I suppose a lot of it's left kind of to your imagination, I guess. But I feel it could have been.
But that's a perfect example of, like, it's just trash shot like an art house film.
Yeah.
Like that first kill, which does take a while to get to. It's like also in the third, like I said, they introduce all these really interesting characters, but then when all the main events happen, they do tend to not be there for most of it. Yeah, they're asleep. Yeah, basically, all these great characters spend most of the film asleep. Until they're woken up.
Yeah. They'll sort of wake up one by one.
Yeah. No, they don't all wake up at once. Somehow one by one they wake up. And then
I mean, I guess it's difficult to say things. Like,
Without
if they
spoiling.
was all to wake up at the same time, it would be a different outcome.
Yes. But there are good characters, good performances.
Yep.
Mia Goth is really good.
Yep.
In dual roles. Now, this isn't really a spoiler because it doesn't mean anything. That she's playing two different roles in this film.
It feels like it should.
Yes, it does, but it means nothing.
Nothing at all.
And you can watch this whole film without knowing that. Unless you go look it up, you won't know. But if you do know, it makes no difference.
Apparently there's a prequel coming out as well, and if you know anything about that, then you already know.
Yes, basically.
Mia Goth plays both these characters.
Yes. But because we both sort of found out at the same time, didn't we, after we'd seen it? And the question was, why? Yeah. Like, she's great in both roles, but why did they do that? We thought it would mean something. It means nothing. Basically. I
mean, there is a picture that basically Mia Goth plays the main actress and Pearl, who is the old woman. And there's a bit where Pearl is going through her pictures, and there's one of her as a dancer, and it's Mia Goth, and I was like, is it? But it's so quick, like you don't. Obviously, after finding out, I was like, I know it was her now. But yeah, at the time, I was like, was that her? Like,
I thought maybe there was some midnight mass thing going on.
Yeah.
But no, it means nothing. It's me.
No,
it means nothing to me. It means nothing to anyone.
An interesting idea, never fleshed out.
But she's just like, I get 2 paychecks this way.
Yeah.
But overall, the more I think about it, the more I do actually like it. I know we came out of cinema kind of a bit like, pfft, and there are bits in it that are funny. Mm-hmm. There are also bits in it that aren't funny, but people in the cinema were still laughing.
Yeah. There's one point. Like, there is a point in this film where we were saying, like, this film's too dark in places. There is one point in this film I wished it had been darker. Like,
yeah, I know the video.
There's a point.
That's another like.
I'll never unsee. And I'm not telling you what it is because you can find out for yourself.
Yeah. But I can appreciate it for what it is. I think it's a pastiche, basically.
Yeah.
Of film, of like, nods to like Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
but
without just ripping it off.
Mm-hmm.
It looks a bit like it. It's, I guess, set in the same era and location, but there isn't somebody in a mask wielding a chainsaw or anything like that.
You know, the opening scene, and the film stock that they seem to be using and everything else. The first film I thought of was Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes,
the original.
It looks like it could be happening down the road.
Yeah,
but it's not. It's not Leatherface or anything like that. So it is a sort of a pastiche, and I guess sort of a love letter really to that kind of 70s slashers. But it doesn't just like rip it off. It does do something original, even if it's a little bit silly to some people. And yeah, as far as horror goes, it does do all the things you want a horror to do. Yeah. Like, it is scary, it's creepy, especially when you don't know what's going on at the beginning.
It's a bit fucking weird.
Yeah, it makes you feel uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. There's a couple of good jump scares.
It made me jump twice, actually. And I don't really jump with horror films anymore, but this got me twice.
And it's entertaining. It's original and it's entertaining. And when you think of some of the shit that has come out recently, Scream 5, this is a breath of fresh air. It good.
Film good.
Yeah, and it's not too long.
No.
Hour and 40.
Is it? Hour and a half.
Yeah, entertaining characters, well performed, well shot. It's original. I liked it.
Apparently there is an after credits bit that we didn't see, but it's just a trailer for the prequel, Pearl.
Oh, okay.
I only found that out afterwards. I'm going to look it up.
When it finished, I was going to turn to you and be like, let's go, it's like the Marvel movie. But apparently, everything's going to have a fucking post-credits scene
when we watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I started to feel like, you was like, why are you fast-forwarding it? It's like to see if there's anything at the end. It's like, not everything's a Marvel movie. Oh, there is one. That doesn't make any sense.
No. Good. I liked it.
Yeah, but I didn't hate it. I didn't not enjoy it. Like, for most of the film, I quite liked. I did kind of, at the end, I don't know, like you said, I don't know if I wanted it to be more, or I wanted it to be weirder.
Weirder?
Yeah, well, I know it's really fucking weird, but I wanted there to be more to those two particular characters.
Yeah,
I remember what we talked about. I can't say it on here because it gives too much away. But yeah, I wanted there to be a little bit more meaning to that.
Right.
But there wasn't.
No. And I actually on about it, and the very last line of the film, I literally went, oh, fuck off. I hated it. It was so like smug.
Oh,
and like,
right, yeah.
Like the director was like, it's just such a smug, like self-assured thing to say. Like, yeah, all right, fuck off.
Yeah.
And also like there is some of the physicality between the victims and the victims and the killers.
Yes.
You're like, come on.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. But no, other than that, I can overlook them because it was entertaining enough, and it was, like I said, a breath of fresh air.
I would definitely watch it again, and I will watch it again.
Yes, same. Yeah. Yes. All right. I think that that's that little review for you. No spoilers. I would recommend go see it.
Yes.
Especially if you hated the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake.
Yeah.
Or reboot. It's better than that. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and adios. Bye.
See ya.